Hey there, family. My name is Van Britton, and I just wanted to leave a review on the leadership class that I just completed with my spiritual mother, Apostle Dr. Jennifer McLean. It was absolutely amazing. I think the best way that I can, first of all, describe the class. So, when the scripture says in Proverbs 27, iron sharpens iron. The best analogy I can give you, especially if you're a leader, is that it was like having a set of tools and having all of your tools to be sharpened. Um, Sometimes as a leader, let me just say this, especially if you're someone that you're on the fence if you want to join or not, you can feel like, I know this, I know that, but sometimes you need to know again. Come on, somebody. Sometimes you need to be reminded again. Sometimes someone can give you a perspective that you're like, I didn't think of it that way. And that's why we are to get, walk with the wise and become wise. The Lord, he knew what he was talking about when he said that in the word, walk with the wise and become wise, right? So, but it is absolutely phenomenal. I love that my apostle, and y'all may say I'm being biased because that's my spiritual mother, but it was good. It was good as good, right? But I love that she comes from not just a background just as an apostle in ministry, right, as a leader in the church of God, which I mean that itself is a lot, but she comes with a wealth of experience as being like a leader in the corporate setting. She's a supervisor, she's a manager, she's been in managerial roles for several years, and so a lot of what we got, we benefited from in this class was a lot of the leadership training that she's gained, for several years in corporate and outside of corporate and in the church. And so we talking about things like excellence, we talked about honor, we talked about just the different personality types, which one of my favorite classes I love that we talked about, and all of them were so amazing, but one of my favorite, most memorable classes that we did, it was very interactive this day, but Apostle had each and every one of us, she paired us up by two, and she had us to tell that person something positive and then also tell them something that could use improvement, right? So we were to basically get used to giving encouraging information and then also giving constructive criticism. And I love that. It was so much fun. And I believe that was just so amazing because, number one, it helped to train up us as leaders how to to properly give constructive criticism and how to receive it. Come on, somebody. And so it was just really, really good. That was one of my most memorable, I would say, but it was so much information. I love that she taught a lot about the heart, because my goodness, I and we probably can all attest to this, like when we come across a leader who's just rude and nasty and just arrogant and just, it's like, oh my goodness, who done gave them this job? And so I just love that she taught on the heart because, ain't nothing worse than having somebody who dealing with a rejection and insecurity and pride and all of those things be put in these leadership roles to try to, hang it on somebody's head, So I just love the fact that she really taught on the heart because that's something I can say in just different leadership spaces. It's rare to see somebody really deal with the heart, and so I just thought it was amazing. Just a great overall, I don't even have enough time to talk about it, but just wanted to just give a brief overview. But I think the training was amazing. We had 15 weeks. I don't know if Apostle is going to continue with the 15 weeks, but it was absolutely amazing and definitely worth the time. I look at it this way: when you got your Michael Jordans and the greats, even the greats had coaches, right? Even the greats still trained. They still practiced while they were great basketball players. They still trained. They still had their coaches to continue to coach them so that the iron will sharpen the iron. And so I want you to go into this leadership class with that mindset that it basically is going to help to sharpen your tools. It's going to help to give you new perspective on things that maybe you did not think of a thing that way. And just overall, it's just a great class, a great training, a wealth of knowledge from Apostle Dr. Jennifer McLean, and you are going to love it, and you're going to love her. So, but anyway, so take care. All right, go.